Oh, tells you. Okay, call the meeting to order at 6 o'clock. Audience and citizens? None. Did everybody get a chance to read the minutes? Kate sent out? Any admissions or corrections?
I move their acceptance, Mr. Chairman.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have to select the chair and vice.
That's next on the minute. So, all right, we're gonna open up the nominations for chairman.
I nominate our present chairman to be reelected, renominated, excuse me.
Right, so. Any more nominations for chairman?
Move they be closed.
Got a second on that?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, vice chairman.
To keep the second one, I keep the current one in place.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You too, Ed.
Give you guys a little extra this
It's like
year.
the Amtrak Railroad here.
You know how to get motion going.
Yeah. Well,
Some tree motion.
whole business was an update with the Eagle Scouts. I got an email from Mr. Valdecero last night that he was going to be here at 6 o'clock. Well, obviously he didn't get his email back. So we'll forget about that. And our Paul, that was fixing the stones, he's MIA. Mr. Benson has tried to get a hold of him to actually get paid to do stones in his cemetery. He still hasn't come back, so. Don't know what's happening there. So. What we discussed last meeting was that, and Steve will tell us in his report, but you saw the pictures that I sent, that we were gonna go with the metal gates. And yesterday when I was there are so many trees that have to be trimmed on that far side. And a bucket truck will be able to get in there if we get big enough gates. So the metal gates not gonna work. So I was waiting for him to come tonight to see what his plan was. And then after he left, we could talk about it, if we really wanted him to put the bricks thing back up, or just go with all metal, like Christian Lane, and the other cemeteries. we went to. And there's some cemeteries here, but obviously he didn't come, so let's table that. Mr. Woods, you're up.
Beautiful. Charlie sent out the pictures. We removed these pillars Tuesday. Came right out. Tuesday, yep, Wednesday. Came right out with no problems or anything like that. So we're ready for it. The only thing I'm gonna need is a motion for like $100 to Home Depot to purchase a pole, wooden post and vinyl top so we can put the sign back up, St. Ledge Cemetery, because it was attached to the. Had positive conversations with Worthington Water District about being able to access the back through theirs, that property. Steve Wozniak, the risk manager, is working with Sullivan, because he's their lawyer, corporation counsel, to develop the plan of giving us a hard agreement that we will not sue them. And as soon as it hardens up and we can get in there, make sure you give us the trees will come down.
Okay. And then when Stephen can fit it in his schedule, we're gonna take that one tree down with Steve guys from Rosario Park. So there's no rush on that. It's gonna go all year, so. Put it into the schedule. We'll work with these guys. You wanna have the flag?
Blockade. We're gonna do in Canada, we're gonna do here what they're doing in Canada, we're gonna shut down 372.
Yeah, Ledge Cemetery, we're moving, that gateway is gonna be moved down to where,
Absolutely.
right, where it's wider,
Where
there's
it's
even
level.
the trucks in there.
Yep.
We'll probably go with their standard 10-foot gate, 2 5-foot sections. We had talked to Willie better part of 2 or 3 weeks ago. He knows to put that on his schedule, get going with that. Some trees fell on Deming Road. We'll clean that up today. They were laying, a couple were laying against the wires to clean up the bank, so that should be good to go as well. We have one more year left of the cemetery contract with the current mower, that mowing guy we have, and then that'll go back up.
He's been doing a good job, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
as long as he doesn't get crazy with his prices, we'll go with it.
I think, well, we've got to go out to bid anyways. It
Yep.
ends up being like $17,000 to $20,000 for all the stuff on the ground side. But he just won Rocky Hills again for 3 more years, and he was the only one. that bid.
What is the money in the budget for the fencing, right?
You want to do that one, you want to do venison,
Then we,
we want to do,
I'm sorry.
get them all done, and then they're all symmetrical, they all look the same. Sure.
So you need a motion for that,
Yeah,
Home Depot?
yeah, bring that up under new business. Reese, you were gonna do something, remember?
Yeah,
It's not in the minutes here, I can't.
it's at
You're
the
gonna look
bottom
into
under notes. So we had brought up last time the possibility of getting a grant and hiring a professional to
Okay,
do
yeah.
gravestone repair. So I did look into that. You had suggested the Office of Policy and Management. Their 2022 call for proposals isn't out yet. They haven't even put out last year's awards. I did find a different grant from the Office of Historic Preservation, the state grant. We can look into that. I also reached out to a local Connecticut company that does this kind of work, historic monument repair. They've contracted with other towns. They've done a lot of work with the state. So I'm in touch with them. They're out of the office right now, but they're gonna call me I think, next week. We'll talk a little bit about what our needs are, and I'll get us their pricing, and I can bring that back at the next meeting when I have some more information.
Great. So we're not able to file for the grants right now because they haven't done last year's, is that what you were saying?
One of the grants is open on a rolling basis. One of the grants is not open, but theoretically will open up at some point this year for proposals. But before we do that, we kind of need an idea of what the budget project would be, the scope, in order to put in that application.
So let me warn you. You have to go in front of council, get approval to apply for the grant. All right, so you can't just apply for it, you have to get approval, and I work with Jim Mahoney on that.
Okay,
All right,
Yeah.
because he has a good handle on all the grants, and a lot of times he knows people. who can
Yeah.
help.
I'm gonna keep looking for other grants. These are just the 2 I found that are in the state. I'm sure there are others out there that are kind of geared towards this stuff. So,
So does Jim Mahoney know more about other plans? Does he know about-
I don't know, so, he's not the other grant that we had, so he was the one that found that one.
Yeah, also
All right,
some
so-
information.
all right, so I will get in touch with Jim Mahoney.
That's a
Yeah.
great idea.
Yeah, he's a
Might
great
make your
guy.
job easier.
Yeah.
Well, most of the damage, I would say, is at Ledge Cemetery. From that last storm, the broken stones. Right? I mean, we've all been to the cemeteries. And then I would say, Denison would be next.
Okay.
On Farmington Avenue. There's quite a few there too.
And
They're
they're
just old.
and then that would, in that order.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because Dunham is, I don't think there's any broken stones in Dunham. Maybe a couple that would be straightened out, but generally little, put the flags in.
Well, I think Randy, we're gonna work up in Randy, I don't know. The cemetery up there. All the stones, they're just as old as the ones here. None of them are broken or anything like that. I don't know if it's because it's been kept up where they kept trees free of it, where it's, you know, what I mean, so there's nothing falling on them or what, because it almost looked like every one of them was straight and like,
Yeah,
not perfect condition, but I mean, a lot better shape than what the ones like up front. Yeah.
so they do repair, they do cleaning, they do straightening. They also do general maintenance, although we have that taken care of by the towns, we don't do that aspect. They're located right at stores. So,
Yeah, get the info.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if we get all this fencing done this year, that'll be the majority of our budget, right, Steve?
Yeah.
And then next year, we could take that money and designate it to repairs, and cleanups.
I imagine if we do, when we do the fence at Ledge, we'll use the grant money that we receive. So we have to use that up by a certain time, because remember, we were gonna help out offset it with Sarah, but
Yeah.
that doesn't seem to be happening. So when we go to pull that peel, we'll pull that peel out of this. As long as you guys are okay with it.
No, you're the money man, you know how that works. That's good. So very good research.
The
Thank you.
budget submitted for next year is for.
$5,000 extra for something.
The fencing, we increased the fencing by 5. I think that was the only change we made.
Okay, but we still have money in there for tree and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So then, as far as, I mean, if you're gonna move it out of tree or fencing, you want to do something different, then we have to put it in the capital account. Doesn't fit into those two capital.
Yeah, but anything, all that would fall under labor services.
Okay,
And then we could also piggyback, because I think we opened a maintenance and repair account as well in that.
that's what I was asking.
So yeah, so the maintenance and repair is just like if we had to go to Home Depot, Lowe's,
Right.
whatever, purchase anything, or cleaning supplies, like some would say Boy Scout troop, and we were like, hey, we'd like to buy the cleaning supplies that can come out of maintenance and repair. And then anywhere we bring an outside organization to use and to do anything, we can use that out of labor services. And I think that's how we broke it down in the description, so when does it fly?
Well, where is that?
It's all set.
Just said money.
That's it, his first word. Plus, me and Lenny are in good terms. I just go down and, hey, move this over. He does
Quite a
it.
job.
He does it
I'm
for
gonna
me
hire
better
him.
and stuff, so.
Me too.
Well, that's good. That's very good. But please, we got the big picture now and we're set for this year and even into next year. So that's great. So anybody else have any other old business? If not, we'll go to new business. We will entertain a motion on getting that post for Steve.
I'll move.
So moved, second. All in favor?
Aye.
You got it, Stevie.
Done.
Okay. Anything else? Oh.
So if something happens with what Eagle Scout, say he, by chance, he gets a hold of me tomorrow, he says, I promise I'll be here next month's meeting.
Fine, come in. Show us what you want under audit.
I'm just saying, but the
Yeah.
fence isn't gonna be done,
All right, no.
right?
So the fence won't be done for another month or two.
I'm just wondering, what if he
And
does?
you know what we
that?
gotta do too? Where are we gonna put that fence? We're gonna put it up on the bank where the old one was, or we're gonna come closer to the road?
I think it's gotta come, it's gotta go to the top of the bank. And there's a pretty good sight line, which is a shape and straight shot.
Where the old
Which is
fence
what-
was.
yeah, where the old fence was, and I don't think it'll hit the granite pillars or the markers they call them. Because if we put it down to the road, I think when they plow it,
Yeah,
they plow the whole road into the cemetery.
Yeah.
So that snow shovel will take that fence right down. And it's aluminum that we don't want to. No.
but no, well, if he comes next time,
Well, the bricks are no longer an issue.
bricks are no longer, but if he wants to, like I said, we'll let him come, his proposal. Don't say anything.
Hypothetically, I'm just wondering if just,
Yeah. I mean, he sent me an email last night, and I emailed him right back, I said 6 o'clock, town hall. But we'll let him present it. Thank you for coming in, we'll get back to you, and then, who knows, maybe he's gonna come up with something neat, that our fence can go into it or something, you know?
Well, Willie, like Willie did for Christian Lane, he'll
Yeah.
build us any size fence we need.
Yeah.
So if we decide to go with the black fence like we did at Christian Lane, he'll build a 10-foot gate, so we'll have the pillars 10 feet apart.
Yeah.
Hi, stranger.
Yeah, like I said, we'll let him come in, try and sell us, and if it's nothing we don't like, we just inform him that we decided to take a different route. Thank you very much. If there's another project you'd like to do, come see us. We had to move and couldn't wait for it. Snooze you lose. Okay, well, other than that, entertain the motion for adjournment. Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
15 minutes, how's that, darling?
Favorite commission.
No arguing, nobody punching anybody, huh?
I think I failed that. things up.